back to SaiyanSquabbles. I am Papa Ping Pong, here to bring you yet another battle. So, I am running Hatchhyack, and my buddy, Mr. Grizzlyman, is running Bulma. So, he's running Bulma How to Mastery, and I'm running a pretty standard Hatchhyack build. But, so I start off the game, I charge a slug, I use Hatchhyack's ability to get a Fu the Dark Banisher, unfortunately. Mill 1, draw 1, pass, he charges multicolor, uses Bulma's effect, and then he passes back to me. I charge Super Saiyan Trunks, use my leader effect again to get another Fu the Dark Banisher, and then play a Dark Planet. Unfortunately, I only run 3 in the deck, or Fu the Dark Banishers in the deck, so that does mean I lost 2. So I use Dark Planet to find Frieza because I'm preparing for that path to greatness. Because I want to be able to switch to rest modes to be able to attack. So then I pass turnover, I believe. Yes, I do. So disclaimer, this is a very long video. It's 2 very slow decks, and normally I only have to speed up my videos to like 120 or 130%, but this is at 150. And I still had to trim off some at the beginning and some at the end, so it was originally like a 47 minute clip. But he plays another multicolor, plays a Youthful Bulma to get a draw, and it's now a blocker because the leader permanent is all red and yellow Saiyan and Earthlings gain blocker, which is really nice. So I unfortunately, oh no I didn't, but he passes it over, and I awaken after using my leader effect. Excuse me. So, another disclaimer, I am starting to get sick, so I apologize if I sound congested at all, because I definitely am congested, and I'm getting a sore throat. But, I did, however, get a new mic. I got a Blue Yeti, so hopefully it does improve the audio ever so slightly. So, I attacked his leader, and he blocked with Youthful Bulma, so he could play off the Vegeta. So unfortunately, at the end of my turn, I did mill 2, which one of them was the Dark Banisher, which I only play 3. So, he charged a 3rd multicolor. We played a 2nd game after this that I just didn't record, and the exact same thing happened to me with Fu the Dark Banisher, which is really unlucky. So he plays your Grandpa Gohan. He's going to start to get the chain off. So he swaps into a Gohan. And then after he played that Successor of Hope, he pulled out a Path to Greatness. So he doesn't really know this matchup. We've each only played this deck once, or each other's decks once. And so we are still learning, which helps make this slower, out of already being probably the 2 slowest decks in the format. Get my mic over. So, but yeah, he attacked with the 5-drop and I negated it with Goku. And he passed turn. I charged the Dark Planet. Then I think I'm reading to see if I can attack battle cards and still get the draw, plus the 5k. So I attack Vegeta, and he negates with Videl, which is really nice for his deck because it's basically 2 negates. He gets to negate, and then since it's an Earthling, it becomes a blocker. So then I swing at the Vegeta again. I'm really just trying to combo stuff out to play my Hatchhyack. So he's thinking whether or not to negate the Goku, but he decides to block. Which works out for me perfectly, because I didn't think he was originally going to block or negate. So I might as well KO a blocker simultaneously, right? So I got the stuff I wanted in the drop. Excuse me. So then I reveal, and I target 3, place them at the bottom of my deck. So I play Hatchhyack, and then I play the 8-drop or 5-drop or whatever from the drop area. So he's reading it, and I decided to swing at Vegeta, I believe. Yeah, I swing at Vegeta because I really want that 5-drop double strike off the board, because we are still both at 8 life on my turn 4, his turn 3. So then he takes it, and then I swing at his leader, because Hatchhyack does have dual attack. So he thought it was double strike, and so he just put back the life. But then I resolve Dark Planet, and I pass it over. So both really slow decks. These are decks that we both tweaked after this. We're trying to prepare for all matchups, and honestly, I think Bulma will see representation, not as much as like Yellow Baby or Hatchhyack, to be honest, but it's nice to see a Bulma Height of Mastery and being able to adjust accordingly. So he uses Bulma effect to draw. Taps 2, I think he's going to swap. Yes, he is. Which is perfect for me, because then I can use the ability to send it to the warp from Hatchhyack's active main. Which I don't think you really thought about. So he taps 1 to play their Revenge Goten, which does gain blocker, and that really slows things down for me. Because none of my stuff has barrier, or it wouldn't matter, I guess, but... So I'm only attacking like twice a turn, not including my leaders, so that Revenge blocker really puts a damper in things. Especially because I don't think I have another 4-drop Hatchhyack, so I couldn't just bring the Hatchhyack back after the attack. So I swing at his leader, trying to bait out any blocks if I can. I don't think he negates. I'm deciding whether or not to combo to extend a play. I combo Frieza, Slug, and the Xenogoku just to Power Burst it back into my hand. And then he takes it. So he's down to 6 life. Use the effect of Hatchhyack to place 3 4-drops at the bottom of my deck. And I send Path to Greatness to the warp. Because Height of Mastery will really mess me up. Now we don't have Victory Strike, just because we got into the game. Set 3 like just came out, and we're still learning the game, and we just don't have the kind of money for Victory Strike. But he does have Janemba, the secret rare, so I'm looking out for that as well. So I pass it over to him because I don't want to take that Revenge blocker. I'm at full energy right now, and he charged a yellow, so he's got a really good board state as far as energy goes right now. He can play a lot of different stuff. He's thinking here. And I remind him I forgot to resolve Dark Planet, which is mandatory, so I do have to. It's not choose up to, it's mandatory send to. So he taps 1, reveals Bulma, get the draw, now she's a blocker. And he plays Bulma Birthday Party, which is a really strong play. Helps him draw a lot and get stuff in the drop area. So he just reveals he's gonna go up the chain, and I'm like, yeah, no response. So he plays Successor or Hope. Probably looking for another Path to Greatness. And he finds a Gohan. So I think he's trying to decide what to do here. So he ends the turn and resolves Birthday Party. So I charge a Zengoku negate and I swing at his leader. And he decides to block a Bulma, and I'm like, okay, he's probably got another Vegeta in hand. And I decided not to combo. And he brings out, yep, Vegeta. So I place 3 at the bottom and warp his Sun Goten so I can attack his leader and start applying some more pressure. So end of turn, I mill 2. So I dealt 1 damage that turn. I'm trying to keep him at 5 because I don't want him to awaken and extend plays this turn. But next turn I plan on applying a decent amount of pressure. But I'm still at 8 life. He and I are both at 6 energy, or he's about to be at 6 energy. But yeah, he was like, I was trying to decide what to charge, and then I didn't even realize I had a Whis in hand. So now he's trying to decide what to do here. So use Bulma effect to draw, which I think you should always be doing unless you're going to be searching something from your deck that you don't want to draw. I think you should always just immediately after charge use Bulma effect. So he swings at my leader, and I negate with a Zengoku. So he's deciding what else to do here. So he taps 3, plays another Path to Greatness, puts Hatchhyack in rest mode, and draws. So I think it's around here when I start to think like, wait, he's drawing so much. I could just probably deck him out, but I didn't just want to win by decking him out. So I'm still trying to apply pressure, but I'm like, I can maybe win by just letting him draw, because he's drawing 3 to 4 a turn, so. But anyways, he was going to swing with his Path to Greatness, which I negated, But then I realized right before he comboed that he already attacked with Vegeta that turn. So I still lost the power burst, but I just told him to restand it, it's fine. But he drew 2 and then discarded 2 Beerus Ball. So then he passes. What do I charge here? Charge a 4-star. And I swing at his... Do I swing as Vegeta or leader? Well, I guess it doesn't matter because he negated anyways. So now I'm deciding what to do here. I'm deciding what the play is here. I really want to get a second Hatchhyack on board, but I'm not seeing my 4-drops, I don't think. But I swing at his leader with my leader. And I combo to 35. I think here I'm trying to find a 4-drop. Because I don't believe... Oh, maybe I do have one in hand. Oh no, I'm trying to get stuff in the drop. Play a second one. Or maybe I'm trying to use a Hatchhyack effect to remove Path to Greatness. Actually, I think that's it. He combos, and I remind him that he's at 5 life, that he can't get the draw. But he combos and then takes it. So yeah, I place those 3 at the bottom to resolve Hatchhyack's effect to warp another Path to Greatness. And then I swing at his leader yet again. So he decides to block. And he super comboed, I believe. It's also early in the morning, so I am tired. I've been meaning to get some videos recorded, so I'm trying to crank them out right now. So, I really like the Skillless Goku in this deck because I run like 2 and 3 for Kid Ku and 4-star. They're not mandatory, but getting that extra early defense is nice, and to consistently shuffle your deck, because it is choose up to 1. So I do pass turn. I think I'm just reminding him how the Hatchhyack effect goes for my leader. So I am really nervous about Hide Mastery or the Secret Rare here, because he's got a lot of energy to play with. Luckily, I am at 8 life, so if he does play the Secret Rare, I would probably just crit 3. Taps 1. Grandpa Gohan. Swaps into the 2-drop. Bulma effect to draw. Excuse me. He's gonna tap 1. Another Revenge Blocker, which I'm like, oh my gosh. Hitting my head against the wall. He awakens. Then draws 2. He's probably digging here. Taps 2. I think he's gonna swap. Yeah, it does. So he draws one and I rest. He taps 4 and he swaps, and I got no response. But I do have a lot of energy open. It's unfortunate that it took this long to get Hide Mastery out. So he's attacking with the Vegeta and he comboed. That's to get the draw, and I comboed out of it as well. Because he was probably trying to get me to 6 life. But luckily I do have a Xenogoku negate. So he just swings again. And I don't think I negate this one. Oh, he swings at my Hatchhyack battle card. Which is probably a smart move on his part. I don't know if I was in a situation if I'd be applying pressure to the leader or to the battle cards. But yeah, I think I end up taking it. Because there's stuff in my hand I don't want to waste. If I were him, I probably would have been applying more pressure with the leader early on. Because me still being at 8 life is just ridiculous. So he passes. So I think I'm at 7 energy. So I tap 5 and hard cast the 5/8 drop. Then I use his effect, and I just say I'm going to warp the Hide Mastery, place them at the bottom. But the reason I say you could apply pressure early is because Hatchhyack gains basically no advantage within the first 3 turns. He has his leader drop, but that's really it. Maybe a Kid Q. And Bulma has the nice ability to be replacing her cards that she uses. So, and he'd at least be making me waste cards. Because Hatchhyack does struggle with hand advantage. So I swing it in with my Kid Cube. I'm trying to get him to 3 life here. Or no, I'm not trying to get him to 3 life. I'm using the Hatchhyack ability, I believe, to warp the Goten. Or no, just to play the cooler, because I think my thought process was I wanted to swing with the cooler to bait out a block, and then use his active battle to neg 10 on another blocker, but after I played him I forgot that I already attacked with Kid Q. So I just swung on my leader instead. And then he after imaged. And I was just going over him like, which one are you gonna stop? And he negged my 8 drop. So I still active battled and it gave the revenge blocker -10. So now my 8 drop is going to swing into the Vegeta just so he has less pressure to apply. So he blocks luckily, and I just combo the Xenogoku just to recycle back for a power burst, or with a power burst rather. End of turn, mill 2, and I pass. Sorry, I kicked my cord. So he's about to have 8 energy, and I comment to him, I'm like, dude, you could probably just hard cast a Hide Mastery at this point, because he's down to very few cards in deck. So he charges the Grandpa Gohan. Then he uses Bulma effect, and I think he realizes he has 5 cards in deck. And I'm trying to flash the camera to show I have Demigra. I'm basically just waiting for him to pass turn. I'm hoping anyways. Because he could still steal it. He has so much energy to work with. If he has a secret rare, that would really hurt me. But again, I would probably end up critting my own life. He plays up another birthday party just because. If you had like a Mirror Create or Absorb, that actually would have been a really smart play. Because he could have just swapped out the Bulma birthday parties and gotten plus 5k from it. Quick tip, I guess. But I don't think he runs Mirror Create or Absorbed. So, yep, he does hard cast the Hide Mastery, and I am now tapped out. So I'm like, uh-oh. But the Hatchhyack still doubles as a negate, so I can negate 1 attack. So he swings the Vegeta first to try to deal 2 damage. No, I don't negate. Combos 25, 30. I believe I take it. Yep, so I'm down to 6 life. So I negate the first attack, and I'm checking if I place it in drop or warp. And he swings again. That would have been like prime territory for him though if I didn't have that negate. Me being at 6 life and him having the 2 swings. It'd only be bad if I pulled a power burst or something. So I take it. So just like that, I'm down to 3 life from 8. Better than Victory Strike though. So he passes turn. And he's on a 1 card in deck, so it's basically GG. But I told him I still want to win this, fair and square. So I swing, or not quite. Yeah, swing his leader. I'm trying to bait out an after image. I really know it doesn't matter at this point, but like I said, I really want to test this to its fullest. Excuse me, I don't have tissues, so I'm using toilet paper, which is disgusting and it hurts. So. Then he takes it. I'm like, can I see your drop? I just want to see if he has after images, basically. And I think he's used all of them. And then I Secret Rare Demigra, swinging his leader. See his hand. I combo the Hide Mastery, the Secret Rare, basically everything in his hand. Then I combo a lot, basically. So that's just gonna be the end of the video or the battle. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a really slow, really fun game though, and I highly recommend testing out these decks. They're both a lot of fun, and we are both working very hard on these. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. See ya.